Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I'm going to show you a little tip, and this is a different way for you to look at your stencils. Now, I love I love art products and craft products and paint and everything like that. I love to try to find different uses for them because I have a very hard time spending a lot of money on products that I really can't afford, and only using them one way. So this is a really good way to get a double use out of your stencils, something different. And you can use this on your ATCs, in your art journal, on your canvases, wherever you want. Um, it's a lot of fun, and you really can think out of the box and use different colors and that kind of thing. So that's what I want to show you today. So what I want to show you is, let me move these. First, I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper, okay? And that's all this is. And I'm going to take a stencil. Now, you can use any size stencil. I'm going to use this little one right here first. And I'm going to set it here. And I'm using this as a scrap piece of paper, okay? I'm not using this. This is going to end up being like a mixed media piece or a background. You can use this, do this on an art journal page as well. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a makeup sponge. Let me do that just so you guys can see. This is just a makeup sponge that I keep cutting. And I'm going to dab it in whatever color you're going for. And I'm going to dab it around this stencil, right? Okay, and then I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to lift this up. Now I have this here, which is gorgeous, just gorgeous, and that's with a makeup sponge. I'm going to have my other piece of paper here that I'm working on, and I'm going to turn this over so the paint is on that side. Then I'm going to take, I'll probably use my finger, but I'm going to go around and I'm going to push it down. And you can use, you know, if you have another makeup sponge sitting here, or if you have, you know, one of these. And I'm going to make sure I swirl it. Now, I'm not trying to get a lot of paint inside here, okay? And what happens is when you lift it up, you get this really cool print. So you're getting the opposite, right? The opposite of this. Now you can use this on a journal page or whatever. So like, let's be fancy because I like to be fancy. I'm going to put a little bit more orange, and I'm just doing this, you know, for color wise. And let's do a little, I want to make sure you guys can see it, but let's try a little black. This could go perfect or horribly wrong. Which, if I can't get my black out, I swear I got to get more black here. Okay. Of course, I'm using my folk art. Okay, so I'm going to do, I want to do this big one. Let's do this big one. I don't think that black's going to be enough, but start with your lighter color, dab it in, and go all around. Now remember, I'm using my scrap paper, and you want to make sure it goes outside the lines of your stencil. Right? We're usually, what are we doing? We're doing, you know, we're watching and this and that. You don't have to, you just go crazy. And if you're having a bad fibro day like I am today, or a bad RA day like I am today, or your brain's not working, or, you know, whatever. All right, you want to, I'm going to add a little water. Okay, and now I want to take a little bit of my black and go around it. I'm going to run it in the middle. Just to add, you know. All right, and don't worry how messy you are. Okay, so I'm going to lift that up. And I mean, this is a page that we're using for something else, so we're not worried. And then I'm going to turn it over. Lay it down as carefully as you can. Now look, you can use a paper towel, you can use, you know, whatever you want. Doesn't really matter because I want to get most of that that's going to come up through the inside. So I'm just going to go around and I'm going to push down all this. You can give it a little scrub if you want because it's really not that big a deal. Make sure you get those outsides. Okay. One more time around. And voila. Now, you can see that's the two colors. And some of it, you know, when I was wiping it, and what, you know what, you can be very careful and not get it in the inside, right? I like that kind of color inside, just the littlest bit. Like you can even see in here. And I mean, look at how different that is. You can't get that just using your stencil. Stencils are wonderful, but now you have this really great background, which I'm going to do a couple more, and I'm going to use this as an insert in a journal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a squirt and get the, you know, just some of this extra off. And I think I might go in for this one now and do a blue. I say quick and then I get so excited when I'm doing things. It's never quick. Like I said, think about all the fun stuff that you can do with this. Okay, just real quick. I usually don't wash my stencils off, but because I'm going to be going, you know, doing another part, I don't want it to run. No, I really like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase this. I don't want orange and black. We're going to go different. I'm going to use this little bit, and I think I'm going to go blue. I'm going to go blue. And you can spray a little water in it. Oh, you know what else you can use is you can use some, what is it? Floating medium, some mixed media. You can put a little bit of Mod Podge in it to help it go. You can put some, like a faux finish glaze or a glazing medium, whatever you have. All right. Let's go with some of the blue. I'm going to just squirt some of this orange out. Not the biggest deal. Okay. And I'm going to go in with some blue. Same idea, right? I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to go around. Some orange is coming through. I'm not going to worry about it. The wetter you make the outside, I'm going to need a little bit more paint. The wetter you make the outside, the more paint that's going to transfer. If you know what I mean. See, I'm dabbing. Making sure everything's nice and juicy. And try your sprays. Try whatever you have. All right, so that's coming up. And you can see, no big deal. You can see a little bit of that. Like I said, I'm really excited for that. That makes me happy. And then I'm going to put this here. And I'm just going to turn it over. I'm not going to worry too much. You know what? Maybe I'll do the back side. Lay it down like that. I can take this, tap it all around. Use a makeup sponge, use your hand, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you can see I'm just pushing it all down. Now, if I lift this up right now, I'm going to have an ombre kind of look, like the original orange, where it's lighter inside and darker. But if you don't want that, just take a paper towel, wet it the littlest bit, right? And go in and do your best to wipe, you know, just like a little bit of it off. Now, there's no gesso on here, so that means it's going to soak into the paper. So you're not going to have that much luck taking it off. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's going to look cool. Okay, ready? Going around. I'm so excited. And that did nothing. That looked like crap. Now that was a fluid acrylic. Now you could see that you're still getting, it's almost like a tie-dyed look, right? So, I mean, it's not a waste. It's going to be a great background, but using the fluid acrylics isn't such a good idea. So how are you going to know unless somebody tries? And that's what I did. I tried really hard. Oh, what else could we try? One more. One more. Let's do this one. Or the elephant. Oh, let's do the elephant. Let's do the elephant, and let's do brushed metal. What color are you? Brushed copper. I'm going to shake this real good because I want all the pigment to shake up. I'm loving this. Oh, this is so much fun. Like I said, I could think of a million ways. Okay, I'm shaking. All right, so now I'm going to take this piece. Let's practice doing another little odd girl there for a quilt. Oh, I'm not using this. I'm going to use this. Okay. So I'll just lay that there. And give it a little squirt. You're never going to have too much squirts. I'm not going to use that because... Okay, so let's go in and do it all around. And these are the brushed metals that Plaid Folk Art has. And they are delicious. Okay. So we have that, and we have it on the outside. You can put more if you want it, you know, to concentrate a little bit more on the outside. Okay. Lift it up, and you got this print on here. Hello, fantastic. And then we're going to go onto the paper. And I'm going to just lay it down. Let's do it a little more careful. And go on the outside for now, where there's no stencil. Carefully go in. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm entranced. I was going to do the elephant, but anyway, I think you get and look at that. Look how cool. Now again, you can do the paint darker, you can do it lighter. It doesn't matter. This is watercolor, thick watercolor paper. You know, so it's going to do differently than printer paper or that kind of thing, but it really doesn't matter what you have to play around. And, you know, I could cut this into an ATC card. Like I said, I'm going to do this inserts for journals, you know, whatever. So, I mean, look how fun. So much fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. A little longer than I wanted it to. Let me know if you guys try this or have tried this. You know, you could tag me. All my social media is down below. My group for all things creative, the link is down below as well. If you want to support me on Patreon, I would greatly appreciate it. That link is down below, as well as if you just want to donate to my PayPal, that is down below as well. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Progress, not perfection. And if you're new to my channel and you would like to be, subscribe. The button is down below, as well as the bell next to it to get notified when I upload, which is 5 to 6 times a week. That's all I have to say for today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I hope you get a chance to art or craft or whatever it is that you love to do. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.